What? He's a traitor. I promised you a special destiny, Freya. It's time to fulfill it. Traitor. It's because she spurned him and he minded becoming the Master Whisperer. Unbelievable. I should have attacked him first, but I suspect this is scripted. I don't think there's a way to stop it. I thought I got shot, to be honest. Hey, she just kicked me in the balls.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. She has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant chamber, and for that, I need her breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
What balls? Yeah, it's augmentation. You two-faced scum, you're behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warrant chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates,
so there's real power in blood.
That gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
Will you let me join you? We can take the Warrant from Theodora together.
I may consider it, once you have done what I need you to do.
I will help you so long as you spare my life.
There's a good girl. Then go to the Sentinel at the gates of the Warrant chamber and fulfill your destiny. I had hoped to feed Edelthrat to the machine. He is the one who caught Theodora's eye, after all. But since procuring him has proved difficult, you will have to do.
I knew it, he's a heretic, yeah. Skill tests and dialogues. Unlike with passive tests, which are made automatically, in this case you can decide whether or not to select an option, the consequences of which will depend on the result of the associated test. Success or failure affects how the dialogue will develop further. Depending on the context, you may change the course of the conversation, alter the character's attitude, or perform an action whose consequences will only become apparent later. Hover your cursor over a dialogue option that requires a skill test and you'll see a tooltip detailing your chances of success. The number after the skill's name indicates the difficulty of the test. Once your character starts traveling with allies. In the arch you see a cogitator with a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The Sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with two ember-like irises. We have a 95% chance of examining this device well. We gain 20 experience. What immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, which are unfamiliar to you, some of which. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic, an incredibly rare and powerful piece of technology from humans' ancient past. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With the screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek. Much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. Examine the Sentinel. Place your hand in the Sentinel's maw. Look back. Look for anything that could be used as a weapon. You look around in the hopes of finding at least something that could work as a weapon, but it's in vain. The chamber anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working condition. Nary a broken panel or a protruding piece of rebar inside.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
The servitor looks notably different than the ones you're used to. Its skin covering is stitched together with a copper thread, and it has metal hinges in place of the standard joints. It seems the creators of the Sentinel did everything to ensure that the service life of this unit would be much longer than that of ordinary automatons. The Sentinel jaw clamps around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and the pump stirs into motion. The vid screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. The Sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you're beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath, maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened.
High levels of caustic humors. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. Is it the Sentinel, the cogitator? Is it just a figment of your weary mind? Whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Yes. Maybe we can turn the ship against our captor.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Hell yeah. They're gonna serve me and my blood. Nice.
Well, there is still another way.
Nice. By right of blood, check the Warrant chamber.
Oh, what lies beyond?
So, can I loot the bodies? Or are they incinerated beyond all compare? Yeah, there's no looting. Loot ashes, yeah. I mean, it could be like teeth. Let it be known that by my will and by the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the Warrant of Trade, and bestow upon them to be the paragon of humanity unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the road of thorns through great pain and greatness.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
What madness is happening here? Who are you? So did I just take it? Wasn't she supposed to have it? The Lord? Am I now the boss? I need to contact someone. Theodore, I need a weapon.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
What's happening?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel standing by.
Is that you?
Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
What about Theodora?
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Faster! Restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head
Upper
to the
decks.
upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection. Middle and
lead me
upper
away.
decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the Warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the Warrant is secured.
As the game story unfolds, you'll see notifications at the top of the screen indicating that the status of your objective has been updated. You can press J. Understood. So, how do we take the Warrant of Trade? Oh, I guess we're not taking it with us. It's right there on the wall. What is this? Old injury.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue threat.
We closed it.
Mistress? What? Whatever are you doing in the Warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me! What is the meaning of this?
One of the sleeves of his coat is torn and soaked through with blood. Kunrad Voigtvir is a traitor. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, he stunned me somehow and brought me here.
What?
He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something, and trying to reach the Warrant was somehow part of his plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Mistress, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Voigtvir openly admitted he's the mastermind.
Saint's blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Mistress. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Sword Mars pattern. Armored body glove, medikit. Treating injuries. While fighting, your character can lose some of their wounds. Your character has suffered an injury after being attacked by Kunrad. When your character receives damage that exceeds 50% of their maximum wounds within one round, that's when it happens. The exact percentage of wounds a character must lose for this to happen may vary depending on the difficulty of the game you choose. Injuries reduce the character's resolve. When a character initially suffers an injury, it is considered fresh during 3 rounds. After 3 rounds, they become old. A fresh injury can be healed using a medikit without passing skill test. Old injuries require a character administering the treatment to pass a Medicaid skill test. Use medikits to restore wounds and heal injuries. When a character loses all of their wounds, they fall unconscious. It's kind of a funny opposite phrasing of what you would expect. Losing wounds... you're losing health points, basically. They're using the word wound as synonymous with health points. If you lose all health points, you go unconscious. Okay. Healing wounds should give you health points, but I see what they're saying. Yeah, you're seeing it as how many wounds you could take. No, I understand, but like, you wouldn't lose all your wounds, you would gain all your wounds, but it's whatever. It's a holdover from tabletop? Sure. I'll accept it. They're using GW terminology. Once the combat is over, the wounds of all party members are replenished automatically. Yeah, they're sustainable wounds. Wound is a stat in Warhammer 40k, not how it works in this game. Yeah, I don't know. Medikits can only be used by characters with field medic feature base skill Medicaid or have taken Medicaid skill advancement at least once. Abelard can heal your character's injury. Click left mouse button on Abelard's portrait. Oh, am I going to be able to control him? Is he going to be my bespoke healer? Yeah.
Let us seize the moment.
Look no further.
Strike, cleave, charge, medikit.
Let's patch you up.
Oh, take my transient gratitude.
Oh, take my transient gratitude. I wonder if all of these give experience. It doesn't say that it does, but I imagine it would.
I have a different perspective.
We have current experience 51. Not all of them do. Okay. 51 experience. I wonder if he levels up at the same rate. Yeah. So the whole party joins. Essentially, it's level scaling for allies. Yo, this is interesting. Dogmatic, heretical, iconoclast. Summary. Is this the alignment of my decisions, the consequences of my actions? Belief in the holiness and infallibility of the laws of the Imperium. This is nice. Belief in the value... Faith in the power of goodwill, capable of overcoming the horrors and dangers of the universe without the need for artificial prohibitions. Adherence to the precepts of the God Emperor and the holy chosen ones, carrying out his will to the ignorant and unruly masses. By the way, I'm noticing something. They stopped the game music while you're looking at your character screen. This is gonna help you actually concentrate more. Oh, there it is. I did not notice anything. But it is less loud. They quieted a bit. Heretical. Devotion to the... no, I did not tab out. For real. Devotion to the corruption and the taint of the warp through total submission to the basest and darkest impulses of the soul or constant worship of the ancient gods of the Immaterium. Why are we -5 on... Oh yeah, the brand of shame. Persuasion 25. Demolition 45. Reputation. Didn't really change yet. What about him? He's dogmatic. And iconoclast. Rank 2, adherent. So he's a good guy. He's both devout and merit-based. Rank 1 follower. Oh, this is cool. Cool. Alright, inventory.
The stars are my canvas, and anarchy is my brush.
Alright, where's our gun? Wait, did they take the gun away? Because that's... I think they did, actually.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead.
Now I'm prepared?
The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space.
That's bad.
I fear that they may have already lost control.
No.
We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
I heard one of Theodora's voxcasts.
Lady Theodora's. Which one? The last one I received was about the navigator's sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well and safely in charge of the ship's defense.
Will you lead the way?
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
Man.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid.
Splendid.
While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward.
He's so devout.
Cower before the mind unhinged.
All of you will bleed!
Cower before the mind's unhinged. That's my new battle cry in Warcraft 3 instead of GOHF. Did it not let you equip the armor? It didn't. Can I still? Oh my god. Like, literally, it just thrust me into combat after equipping a single sword. The combat abilities differ, sure. I get that. I have attack of opportunity. I know this. I have 4 action points. This one costs 1 and this one costs 2. Cleave all creatures. 6 to 9 damage. It's normal attack. Cleave. Is this on a cooldown? Armor penetration. Oh, what's this? Blade Dance, 2 action points. Personal. Cooldown 1 round. 3 melee attacks against random targets adjacent, including allies. Each 50%, total 150. Melee burst. It doesn't count towards the attack limit per turn. This ability can only be used with a sword equipped.
Another one!
Nice.
It's shattered. Even I won't do that.
Your new companion is a warrior. Abelard specializes in melee combat and drawing the enemy attacks. Charge is a unique warrior ability. Charge. First creature along a 6-cell line.
I will do, thank you.
Nice. Don't need cleave. What's this? Brace for impact. 3-cell radius. 2 deflection for each archetype taken by the Navy officer. They also cannot be forcefully moved or over-penetrated. 1, 2, 3.5.
Victory is imminent.
Oh, it did count. Diagonal counts.
Indeed. Reduced to dust.
Nice. It looks like there's no backstab damage.
I bring ruin.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Blade Dance. Wow. Nice.
Follow my lead. At your beck.
Oh, cleave didn't work? Hit all creatures within the area of effect within a 1-cell radius. Should I have cleaved on the square between them?
Someone else can do this.
I'll try that next. Movement and attack matters. You can only move before you attack.
War is my muse.
I will do my best to take care of this one.
You have a square painted. You have a square pattern painted there. Okay. You can advance the level of your characters and companions. Oh, that's a level up? Nice.
In the shadows of
We can also wear everything now.
Ignorance. My genius blossoms.
Can't be equipped by this
Oh,
character.
how they fear the brilliance that eludes their narrow vision.
She has a lot to say. So we got 2 swords now. Nice. Sword Mars pattern. So what does this do? Plus 10% parry? It's just better or what? It's just better. Just a better sword. In Pathfinder, the stats mechanics and leveling were kind of overwhelming. I'm worried this game has it too. I mean, I like overwhelming. Overwhelming, over-penetrating. Alright, let's see. We are 130 experience. It's a valid concern though. So, let's see how we level up. Do I just click something? Maybe I'm to click portrait. Journal, map, Corpus Valancius, cargo management, formation. Click arrows. Oh, this one. 1 rank's available. Click to view archetype details. Any yellow arrow, yeah? Only see one here. Available skills. At this archetype rank, it's possible to increase character skills. The higher the skill score, the easier it will be to pass corresponding skill tests. Choose skill. We can pick 10. Looks like I can't pick these yet, only within here. I can only pick one of these 3. No, those are recommended for me, I think. The level tree goes clockwise. Oh, so this is last. Death Waltz. I think every level you have the next bubble. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's obviously the yellow arrows there. So I think I pick one of 6 skills. And it's recommending athletics, demolition, and Medicae for me. I could still do awareness, carouse, and coercion. Athletic traverses difficult terrain. Leap, climb. Let's do athletics. Complete. We leveled. 1 hit of Medicae lets you EQ and use medkits. Yeah, but my ally can do it already. He can heal me. So, this is where we choose an available skill. And none of the next ones increase the same skill, interestingly. So you're not just maxing out one ability. They all offer different... Like, we have 3 stat boosting... 4. We have 4 stat boosting characteristics. Only the first one is a skill. And then we have 3 stat boosters. And the others are all special abilities. And sometimes there's 2 things. Yeah. But there's no more of this. This one is unique. So we're stuck on plus 10 here, which is a rather big bonus anyway. It can't keep giving you plus 10, most like. There's more? You just clicked once? What do you mean? You clicked on another like it? Really? I don't see it. Oh, yeah. Oh, so that's what it looks like. A book and a plus. Ah, okay. How did I not notice that? Okay, cool. So I wonder if you're choosing between these 2. Perhaps you are. So I can still at like level 5 probably get more Medicae if I wanted to for some reason. Okay, 1 rank available. You get both? Oh, I see. You get both and you choose 1 for each. Okay, cool. So for him, they recommend athletics and carouse. Toughness. Okay, let's go carouse for him. Cool. Have I played any of our previous games? Yo, Owlcat games. In chat. First of all, this is great. Very good. I never got around to playing Pathfinder yet, but it's very highly recommended from my chat. Collecting loot. Devin chat. Items on the right side of the trophy collection window go to your inventory. Such items can be used or equipped by your characters. Item on the left are packed up as cargo on your ship. You can move trophies from one side of the window to the other by double clicking. Sure. So, wow. It looks like it grouped up all the dying people to inventory. Oh, okay, so if I don't want to carry it all. It looks like it's actually combining everyone that died. Why does it pop up so fast? Just do this. I'll take the pistol. Oh, and I should take... Wait, is this... Oh, this is what I'm carrying. Oh, those two are what I'm carrying, and it's just generic swords. Yeah. Collect all space. Your trophies were packed as cargo. Happy to hear that. You're a legend some of us remember from years back. We're planning a big competitive event based on Grim Darkness Iron Man mode for the game soon. Would you perhaps be interested to participate? You can send more information to me and I can have a look at it.
Oh yes, they all
Sounds fun. Upgrade offhand? Can I upgrade Assassin? Because those weapons were all regular swords. We already have the better sword, the sword Mars pattern. Yeah, being able to loot all the bodies together is quite a nice quality of life. No, I thought it was offering another Mars pattern, but it's not the case.
I have a different perspective.
Oh wait, we locked this ourselves. He's gonna lead us, I remember now. Alright. And this Vox skull, we can talk to it sometimes.
One step at a time.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
Oh, I can control both with box select. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go here. We're meant to go here. Here's a map of your void ship. It consists of several parts, between which you can travel. Some parts are not yet available, but over time your character will be able to access them. Click left mouse button on the active parts of the void ship to move there. This compartment is not of interest at the moment. Game auto-saved. So
the
this
Navigator's Sanctum is directly along the passageway. I pray to the God Emperor that we are not too late.
So this is our formation. We can actually change it if we like. That's quite nice, right? It's automatically putting us in the Phallus party formation. This puts our warrior in front of us. Uneditable formation, in fact. These are editable. So this way we can stand where we need to. Now, we are melee. We are melee. So we don't need to be as protected as he has us. So how about doing like this? We kind of stand off to the side. Bam.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Yo, thanks for the sub, Magical Jobo.
And so she will enter the halls of the blinded guide and witness the
another ally.
radiance of the final dawn through the cracks and fall victim to a whim of fate.
Fate. Nigerian accent? Did you hear how she said fate? Sounds Nigerian, I think.
Mistress, watch your head.
Ouch.
Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abelard, how they sing!
That's a woman after my heart.
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valencius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate, to die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn, and in the roaring blaze I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
A diviner, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud.
Imagine someone says, I know how to listen.
And you are Von Valancius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet.
Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Ethelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us.
True.
If Ethelthrad's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right.
A florid curse.
First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
I know it's an ad. I just wanted to let you know that this game has been my personal favorite of the last 5 years. I've made a full playthrough as a Warhammer 40k fan and CRPG fan. This has been an incredible experience for me. I was this close to playing it before blow PM mind. So it's definitely in my street of games that I love to play.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding
She's not supposed to laugh after that.
Cackling at each soul.
I don't think it's been out for 5 years,
that
though.
are now joining the warp. The shriek from the navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or
Bit
a
less
cook
than a
from
year,
the
yeah.
middle decks.
No, just saying it's been my personal favorite. Oh, personal favorite of the last 5 years. A small English distinction. Personal favorite in the last 5 years means, well, anyway, of the last 5. Got it. Got you, man. We must see if the navigator is well.
Oh no. No.
No.
Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes
The new
watching
DLC
you?
is supposed
The
to add
warp ice
15
has
hours,
already
guys.
encased
If you're
the
interested.
bulkheads. What
Exclamation
follows
mark.
is calamity.
Warhammer 40k. You can check out the DLC on Steam. I think on Epic, etc., Xbox. I think they're there as well, right? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. So, is this ship just doomed? Do we just need to get off it?
But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door.
We can't get
but
off it
still
and
kicking.
swim through the void?
And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
I love it. I love the accent. My my guess is Nigerian accent. It's amazing. It's African for sure, but I mean, it's not like I can really distinguish between 50 countries. Recommended by Owlcat Games is to experience it from a new campaign and an opportunity to try the new classes. Sure. Party controls. Yep. Hold last. Yep.
This galaxy is my playground. Patience. My nerves are frayed.
Why is he leading my... Oh, of course. Viscous flesh has entangled the metal, sealing the door shut. I guess we sent him forward. That's our formation. That's why. Ah, well, that makes sense. I thought it's Caribbean. Oh, it might be, actually. It could be Jamaican, too, for all I know.
Curiosity.
Run!
Show them no mercy.
Vespiadas. So they're fighting again. Wait, hold on a second. No, wait. This is our warp controller, I think. We must protect our... This is our navigator. And the heretics are trying to shoot at him. Led by this heretic psyker. The sharpshooter, the brawler. There's no preposition. Oh, there is preposition. Oh, okay. Yeah. There is prepositioning. So this is like formations and tactics in HAM 3. Makes sense. I've always just started the battle like a noob. Oh, so I was able to get a lot better distance on people. I know. The tutorial probably already told me, but I like to figure these games out for myself, and it's all very intuitive. Alright, cool. What is her class? She is a what? And can I pick her abilities when she joins my group later? Because she's level 2, but I think we are scripted to be level 2 here. Because I would assume if you pick her up later, then potentially you might be able to pick some of the skills yourself as they match your party level. What are you? You are an operative, so she's like thief kind. And what weapons has she got? Melee. Okay, we're 3 melee. Nice. Oh, but she has a pistol as well. Oh, you can equip pistol in the secondary slot. Yeah, I should do the same to myself. Alright, cool. We'll figure that out after the battle. Let's begin.
Out of my way. Chaos guides me.
I guess we didn't take any... we could have seen that we're not going to act first, so we don't have any cover. So we're suffering from the mistakes of positioning. Hologram. You can use hologram to gauge the effectiveness of your actions in combat. Oh, so she can see the future if we're gonna, like, succeed? No. Oh, hologram. Oh, yeah, someone told me about that. One click and then queue up. So you do this and then you see how would this go. 8 to 12 damage, 100%. And how do you cancel the hologram? A right click, oh, in the same place, okay. So I could do this, and then right click it. Yeah, I was right clicking elsewhere, it has to be on top of the given command. That makes sense. So here you can see she's deliberately pathing around the opportunity attack that would be begotten if I went here. And so that makes sense.
A genius at work.
So we got 2 weapons. And blade dance.
Let's see. Oh, a
nice.
predictable down.
Wow. For real, we can attack again if we have been next to somebody. But we're not. So she's a psyker and an operative. As an operative, she can study opponents and identify weaknesses. Sure, we'll just read her abilities, okay? Lightning Arc, 2 action points, 1 enemy creature within a 10-cell radius. 100% chance to hit. Chains up to 4 targets. Oh, Farseer! Chains up to 4 targets within a 3-cell radius, dealing staff power level. Oh, cool. So even though the staff is a melee weapon, it actually getting bonus levels in it is like having a higher sorceress Diablo staff. And then she got a whole bunch of abilities. Forewarning, 1 friendly creature within a 10-cell radius. The Psyker increases the target's dodge and parry until the end of combat. Very useful. 1 creature within 12, Psychic Shriek. Deals 7 to 16 damage. And then it also says movement points, actions, veil. So what I understand from this is that this is considered as an attack, and I think this is backed up by the flashing red. So while this can be used in conjunction with other things, only blocking veil, whatever that is, Psychic Shriek is an enhanced combat attack that precludes other types of attack. And then analyze enemies. Grants targets 1 enemy within line of sight. That target immediately gains +2 exploits, which is if an operative hits a target with an exploit stack, and the operative, I guess, could be anyone that I have, that attacks deal bonus damage plus perception bonus, which I guess is the perception of Idira. More damage. The damage is also increased by 10% for each exploit on the target, and the attack removes all exploits from the target. Cool. Oh, she's the operative? So you think this only works on ourselves? Operative is Idira's class. Okay. Yeah, so it doesn't work on allies. But I have to pick somebody.
Will do.
Okay. And then we can shriek at him. His health is only 6 actually. So we don't need to shriek. We could just lightning arc him, which has a 1 round cooldown. This has no cooldown actually. Which isn't no cooldown the same as 1 round. And this melee weapon smack. Let's just arc him.
Was it you? What an unfortunate turn of
Oh shit!
fate.
Let me read that shit again. Yeah? Yeah, that checks out. Change up to 4 targets. Didn't say enemy targets. Does your body conduct energy? Yes or no? Doesn't matter which side you're on.
Will do.
Nice sound effect. So, medkit. Costs 2 action points. Restores 17 wounds. And what are we at? Let's see. Yeah, so wounds is literally their version of health points, right? Okay. So we can restore all of that. What's this ghost thing? That's funny. What are all these ghost things, actually? Anyway, 2 action points.
Field medicine at its finest.
Nice.
A tactically sound approach.
Charge is just doing a melee attack. It's no more, no less than that. I see. Oh, this one's the strongest.
At your beck and call.
Of course, he's the Psyker.
Indeed.
Let's get to it.
Oh, opportunity attack, Shablamo. Protect the navigator, talk to the navigator. The creature in the chair appears as if it has become one with its throne. You see pink parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling as it exits through the 2 dark gill-like slits on its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut, the 2 ordinary eyes, as well as the 3rd one that sits in the center of its forehead. Psykers draw magic from the warp, kinda like hell but real. Yeah, I'd like to go there someday. Charge doesn't end turn. Right.
I believe
we could charge and then attack. So we should walk 2 away from someone and then charge.
The servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
Give Abelard a pointed look. What's wrong with him? Address Adira. Master Vesperia still lives. Hey, are you alive?
Your time is short.
The navigator stirs, barely able to lift his head and half open his normal eyes. A dark drop rolls from under the lid, which is closed, of the third eye and down his face, leaving behind a black trail. The voice is coming from the Vox grill at the base of the bizarre chair. It's unclear how the navigator is able to produce human speech. Are you okay? You alright?
Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
Suddenly the navigator's body starts thrashing in place. It lurches forward, then falls back onto the seat, then thrusts forward again as its bones crack and its skin tears open. However, the fusion between the body and chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuses. The mutant remains seated, but leans as far forward as he can, his layered raiment slowly turning crimson. The gill slits burst open, forming two hideous, screaming, mouth-like pits.
Fall to your knees, mortal, and behold the final dawn.
Ah! It came from beyond. His body is not his.
Yep. Some warp creature is possessing him.
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
I trust it. The navigator continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling, but then his fit stops abruptly. His face is drenched in black and crimson. The dark ooze from under his third eyelid has turned from a trickle into a stream, with the blood coming out of his nose, and there's purplish swelling around the eye.
Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
Shit. What torments you? I cannot bear to see this agony any longer. The navigator is still alive, but barely so. What do we do? Who torments you?
The Edge. Kneel before the ascent of a new champion. When the rite is complete, this shell will burst, and thousands of Moors will accept the sacrifice offered to the Edge of Daybreak by the Bringer of Twilight, the one marked by the will of the gods.
What's that supposed to mean? I want to help you. Who are we talking to? If we're talking to the Edge, we're asking how to help the Edge.
Run. The sanctum will be sealed. I will hold it off. Hold on. And wait for the signal from the Master Helmsman. Then I will commence
Let
the
him in, he seems nice, yeah.
So, run.
All right. A sacrifice offered. Oh. My heart tells me that Kunrad was not deterred by his defeat in the Warrant chamber.
So he's allowing this thing to... He is the one that invited this madness, Kunrad.
What? Kunrad betrayed
CRPG comeback time. And it's really good.
But how is that? How? He was as loyal as a dog. And I didn't hear a thing, I swear.
The footfalls of the Bringer of Twilight are veiled by the will of his masters. Tear out your eyes. She who is to become the champion's servant, for you need them no longer.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
You can't! It's only thanks to Master Vespidas that we're still alive. If he falls, this whole ship is doomed. Let him do his duty. You know it's the last thing he'll ever do.
But I have more questions.
If he lasts that long.
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman. If he's
very
still
calm.
alive, it is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms.
Ask him how he's been lately. Time for some sightseeing.
Vespidas, good luck. And thank you.
Black tears mixed with blood are streaming from under closed eyelids, and the vox at the base of the chair is bellowing out static interspersed with distant echoes of otherworldly laughter. Oh shit. Axe that inflicts bleeding, scrappy auto guns. Yeah, let's put everything in our inventory. And let's equip a pistol and a scrappy auto gun. In fact, give her a secondary pistol too. And give him a secondary gun. And a sword axe combination. And is this stuff any better than what she has? The very same. Yep, understood. And it said it doesn't cost any action points to swap weapons.
What advice do you seek? Light of terror.
The
Guide
stars
our
are
way.
my canvas, and anarchy is my brush.
Let's go to the upper deck.
They will see. Oh, yes, they all will see.
Yes, they will. If I recall correctly, you've got a slight accuracy debuff on your second loadout. Really? So that's a way to like offer priority value to the first one. I think that's a good game design if that's the case. Otherwise, it's just free. If that's true. Gosh, shit, look at the time.
Your ship's as good as ours.
It's really engrossing. I'm 15 minutes over time already.
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their
Argenta.
pleas.
Somebody shoot these men.
Looks like we might have a fourth character.
Not your tenets, nor stray one step from them.
Wow, she's so
Take
devout.
Not your gaze from me.
I love it.
Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light.
What?
My emperor.
Really? This is the Emperor? The white-haired warrior turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing. No? Oh. Because just now I read about the Emperor and they said if you would ever know who or whatever it was, like it would scare most mortals. And I'm like, well, there she is. I found her. It's actually not that scary. She's very devout about the religion too. The white-haired warrior turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing. The weapon quivers in her hands. And for a brief moment it seems she's not going to stop and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you.
Sister Argenta! Sister
She's a
Argenta,
nun,
it
okay.
is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you?
Freya von Valancius, the Lord Captain's heir, and who are you to be so brazen about your enquiries? I shall introduce myself after you do the same.
The hour is dark and daunting. The ship abounds with corruption.
The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces.
A malign metaphysical
but in these
force.
dire moments, little can be trusted.
Psychic energy.
So I must know.
Chaos.
Why are you here?
Also, the arc enemy is chaos, and it exists in the warp. But we are always going to be adjacent to it anytime we do a warp travel. But this time, it is getting too much grip on our ship. Interesting. Nice art style. Yeah, it's great. Reminds me of Icewind Dale. Yeah, Icewind Dale, Baldur's Gate 2, Neverwinter Nights. But better... I mean, the voice acting there was good too. But it's real good here. I'm not gonna knock BG2 voice acting.
Sister, I beg of you.
It was great.
Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelstrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
The Seneschal is right. There's no time for talk. I am no traitor, Sistor. Do not insinuate, even, to think I'm one of them. I will not let such an affront slide. I am no traitor.
If you speak truthfully, the Emperor will not forsake you. If you are lying, you will not escape his retribution. I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
What is a warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas doing aboard a rogue trader ship? Your orders serve the Ecclesiarchy, do they not?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
Let's go.
Through this door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Very strong start of the game. It's a very compelling story. Like, the characters are strong. The story sweeps you away with its urgency and danger. The tutorial is piecemeal and doesn't hold your hand too much. Of course, I could click it away as well. You're slowly introduced to every game mechanic and it doesn't overwhelm. You experience your first melee and ranged combat, skill pick, etc. Very cool. Obviously an awesome setting, Warhammer 40k. I absolutely adore it. And music is a great tapestry background to all the events that have unfolded so far. I've not annoyed myself from music or lack thereof at one moment. I'd like to keep playing. I went over time already. This is far beyond my stopping time of the stream, but I have to close it up for now anyway. And I hope to revisit and continue to play this again sometime. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Very cool game. Hope you guys will enjoy it as well. Thanks for watching and see you tomorrow. Peace.